So first things first, obviously I'm still doing the ASMR channel. I have no plans on stopping doing that. I'm gonna do this as long as you guys will let me. It's been 10 years, 10 years since I started this channel, which is absolutely insane. I've been doing it, full time for 7 years, which is insane, also crazy. So, and that's because of you guys. Genuinely, I would not have the life that I have without you guys, right? I hope you guys know that. So, every time that you click on one of my videos, every time you give it a like, every time you write a comment, it really helps me. So, yeah, just hope you guys know how much I appreciate that. But yeah, this channel is always going to be the main channel. Like, this is always going to be the main course, if you will, of everything that I do. I have a lot of I have a lot of things going on, different balls to juggle with everything, but this will always be the main thing, right? So I've uploaded consistently for 10 years now, and I'm really, really proud of that, and you guys should be proud of that too. I think for the most part, the shelf life of a YouTuber used to be a couple years, and the fact that it's been 10 years and I've made it into a career is insane. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, I have a lot of great ideas for this channel. I have a really big project that I'm working on that's going to be a collaboration with a bunch of people. So keep your eye out for that. That's gonna be fun. Other than that, yeah, just I have on my computer I have like a sticky note app, right? And I have probably, I don't know, 100 videos written down to do, and I'm always adding to that, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like, I think the last 5 or 6 videos have been a little bit experimental and things I haven't done, and they're obviously gonna get lower views, of course, because it's experimental. It's not what you're used to, but it's fun for me to try new things, and I'm here because I've tried new things my whole career. So yeah, this channel is it continues to grow. I know a lot of you guys are really crossing your fingers for that 1 million mark. I mean, look, I obviously I would love to get there, and I hope that we do. It's gonna take a while at the rate that we're going, and it's still growing every month by thousands, which is incredible. But yeah, I think it's doable, but we gotta keep pushing and we gotta keep growing, right? But also, if I never get there, like, at the end of the day, it's still just unbelievable what we've done here. So yeah, that's this channel, right? I'll just go with work first and then life. So then I have a second channel. I hope most of you would know about this yet, but I think a lot of you don't. I have a second channel called More Matty Tingles. Just More Matty Tingles, and that's a non-ASMR channel, and I've uploaded like hundreds of like day in the life vlogs and travel vlogs. I've gone to New York and Germany and Turkey, and it's just kind of a way to see more of me outside of ASMR. And then in the last year, it's kind of turned into a golf channel, to be honest, because I've just completely obsessed with golf now, and been playing a lot for the last year or so. Yeah, I've been uploading like full rounds, like not just highlights, but like the whole 9 or 18 holes, which has been really fun. But yeah, that I think that channel is at like 48,000 subscribers. I would love to get that to 100, get another plaque. That would be amazing. But that one is just more for the people who want more Matty Tingles, like who want to see more outside of the ASMR. And I know a lot of people are here for the ASMR and that's it, which is perfectly fine. But for the people who are interested and want to see more of my life and where I live, and Oregon, right, and just see people in my life and golf and all of that stuff, it's a really fun time. So if you guys want to go subscribe to that, that would be extremely helpful. So then another thing that I do consistently is I have a podcast. So I know a lot of you guys, if you've been here for a while, everywhere podcasts are available. It's there, and we upload an episode every Monday at 6 a.m. every single week, and then we put up full video. They're like 3-hour episodes. We put up the whole video on our YouTube channel. So if you just search All the Good Names Were Gone, you can go see me and two of my good friends who are co-hosts, and basically we just kind of talk about life. We go through what we did that week, and then we go through like news for like an hour of just like entertainment, sports, internet news, you know what I mean, and talk about that. We play some fun games. There's a trivia, and then we end it with a top 5. We have a different top 5 every week. So that's been growing and going really, really well as well. So that's just another venture that I have that I really enjoy. So if you guys want a new podcast, if you don't know, maybe go follow All the Good Names Were Gone. Okay, it's a good time over there. Really, really fun. And then, so then, of course, outside of the podcast and the 2 channels, obviously I have all my social media stuff. So, the biggest one and the one that's really going off right now is TikTok. For the last, like, maybe 6 months to a year, I've been uploading every day on TikTok. So here's the deal. It's just Matty Tingles on TikTok. And if you like the ASMR I do on here, I do ASMR on TikTok, okay? But it's stuff that you don't see here. It's all original content for TikTok. It's all vertical. So I put a video up every day there. And that's really, really growing. I think we just passed like 565,000 followers on there. And you know, we're getting like almost 5 million views a month on the TikTok, which is insane. But yeah, that's if you want kind of a smaller dosage of ASMR from me, please go follow on TikTok. It's been really, really fun to see that grow, and who knows, TikTok may surpass this in followers. Like, TikTok is just crazy. But yeah, TikTok has been really, really, really exploding lately, so make sure you're following there. And then of course just the basically the only other thing I use is Instagram, which is at Matty Tingles, of course. So it's just Matty Tingles across the board. Anywhere that I am, it's gonna be at Matty Tingles, which I'm very lucky to have all that. Other than that, yeah, just as far as work and the content, just always working. You know what I mean? You know, I don't take my career for granted, and I know that it could go away in an instant, and people could just be done. You know what I mean? Like, I've already seen kind of an influx of people who are like, I started watching you when I was in 5th grade, and now I'm graduating college. You know what I mean? Like something crazy like that, and obviously they're moving on, which is totally fine. But yeah, people come and go, and that's just how it goes, right? But yeah, I think things are still going really, really well. Like I said, this channel continues to grow. The TikTok continues to grow. Everything is just kind of moving steadily, which is great. I would love to get that second channel moving more. Again, more Matty Tingles. So if you see this, it would mean the world to me if you would go subscribe to that channel too. It's free for you to do. Just go hit the button, and I cannot tell you how much it would help me out. That would be really amazing. Another hobby that I've really gotten into is Lego. I am completely obsessed with Lego, and I mean that. Like, I think in the last like 4 months, I've bought like 30 sets and built them. It's getting crazy. But yeah, I found that I'm not gaming as much anymore, and at nighttime when I need to like just chill out, I've really been enjoying putting Legos together. So being in that world has been really, really fun. And you know, I've done some Lego videos on here, and just so you guys know, I'll put the link, but I made a wish list on Amazon, and if anyone wants to send me a set, I will build it on this channel, and you'll of course get a big shout out and all that stuff. Of course you don't have to, but I know some people have asked, like, if we send you a set, will you build it? So absolutely. But yeah, really been enjoying Lego. It's such an enormous world, and really fun to to build. It's really satisfying. So yeah, shout out to Lego. It's been really really fun. But yeah, I'm not hard to find. I'm all over the place on the internet. So I'm Matty Tingles. So yeah, that's work. Let's go to like personal life stuff. I know a lot of you guys always ask about that. I think if you've been around for a while, and if you haven't, that's okay, of course. But if you've been around for a while, you'll know that I've had some ups and downs in life, and that's how it goes, of course. There's been some bad. There's been some breakups. There's been some. I've had a bunch of people die in my life. My dad passed in 2019 from cancer, and then I had two of my best friends died within a few months of each other. And so, there's been a lot of ups and downs. But I think as of right now, it's probably the best life has been in a long time. To be honest, I have things are going well, like personal life. I'm sure. I'm not sure if you've seen, but if you follow on social media, I'm in a really really great relationship. We have been dating for about 7.5 months. Almost, yeah, 7.5 months, and she is just fantastic. I don't even have the words to describe how incredible she is to me. Like, it's crazy to find someone who's like the complete opposite of what you've had before. You know what I mean? And it's one of those moments where you're like, whoa, okay, so this is what it's supposed to be like. You know what I mean? But yeah, her name is Marissa, and she's a first grade teacher, and she's just incredible, just absolutely incredible. And yeah, things are going really well and progressing really well, and yeah, I'm pretty confident in where we're at in our future. I think yeah, it's just really 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 good. So yeah, that's the best thing going, to be honest. It's really really incredible, and she makes me a better person, and I think that's really all that comes down to it. So yeah, shout out to Marissa. She's the best, truly the best. Yeah, outside of that, like I've been going to her school occasionally and volunteering in her classroom, which has been really fun. In fact, tomorrow I'm doing a field trip with her class, which should be interesting. Should be interesting, but yeah, should be really really fun. We've been we hang out with her parents. She's hung out with my mom. Like, it's just really really good, and we're both mutually all in, which is really really fun. So who knows, keep your eyes out on that. So if you guys want to, I'm trying to not make this whole video like, go follow this, go follow that, but we have a joint TikTok account called Maddie and Marissa, and we just make funny content and stuff. So if you want to see her, or see content that we made together that's funny, Maddie and Marissa on TikTok. What else is going on? Yeah, family is all good. It's about to be summer, which is fun. I think, especially with her being a teacher, it'll be nice to have more flexibility of when we can see each other, and she just had a planned procedure done a couple weeks ago, and she stayed at my house for a week straight, and I took care of her, and we were kind of we're kind of treating that as like a dress rehearsal, kind of, for potentially living together at some point, and it went perfect. It's just one of those things where, like, you just don't get tired of the person. You know what I mean? Like, we were around each other for 8 days straight, and at the end of it, we were both just sad that it was over. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're both really great communicators, and I think that that's key with everything. So, yeah, that's a really big part of what's been going on. What else? I have a lot of people that ask about the music. So if you don't know, I put an album out last year. It was my 9th studio album. So if you want to just go look at Maddie on Spotify or Apple Music, I'm there. The album was called Not Supposed to Be Here, if you didn't know. And I'm really happy with how the album did. And a lot of people ask if I'm going to do more music, and I think the answer is I don't know. I really, really enjoy it, and it's something I think about all the time. Making an album is a lot of work and takes a lot of time, and I don't know if I have that time right now. That being said, you never know when I might just pop out and put a single out, or do a music video with a single or something, so I'm not mad at that, and that may happen. But as of right now, no, not really any plans for anything music wise, but I would love if you would go check out the album if you haven't yet. It's called Not Supposed to Be Here. It's everywhere music is, and it's definitely my best work. And I know, a lot of people, if you don't know that I did music, you'd probably be pretty skeptical and be like, oh, it would be terrible or whatever, which I totally get. But yeah, I did music for almost 10 years before YouTube. I toured all over the country. I opened for Macklemore and Big Sean and E40 and Mac Miller. And it was like a career for a while. So I think the album is really, really good. It got really good reviews. You guys seem to love it, the ones that checked it out. So yeah, go check that out if you want to. But as you can see, I always have so many things going on. I have a really hard time with taking a break, because my mind is always like, what can I do next? How can I do things better? What can I prepare for? That kind of stuff. But what else? I think yeah, summer coming up. I've been reading more. I don't think that I read an actual book for like 15 years since school, and Marissa is a huge book girly. Like, I'm talking like 150, 170 books a year. So she'll finish, she'll do, it's insane. She's a big book girly. And so I've gotten her into golf, so she's gone golfing with me. There's actually full videos on the other channel of that. And she's got me into reading, so I think I'm on my 6th book of the year, which I'm trying to do one a month. But that's honestly been really, really nice. To be honest, it's nice to escape in that way, and then obviously share hobbies. I think that's really important in a relationship. But yeah, I think other than that, everything is fine. Like nothing too crazy. Obviously, as the relationship continues to grow and blossom into whatever it's going to be, that could get into the crazy stuff, and when we want to take the next steps, and that maybe I'll do a whole nother video about that. But I think that's pretty much it, man. I think I want to do a couple trips this summer. Maybe I'm always trying to get back to New York. New York's my favorite place ever, and she's never been, so maybe we'll do New York. This sounds random, but I've never seen the Grand Canyon, and I would love to see the Grand Canyon. I kind of want to do a road trip this summer, but we'll see. What else? There's a couple collabs, in the works that I would love to do. By the way, if you're still watching, comment below who you would like to see me collab with in ASMR. I know there's gonna be a lot of Raffies and JoJo's and Ryans probably, or Zeitgeist, and those are all my guys, and we'll have to make something happen. But I think that's it, man. That's really all that's going on. Honestly, yeah, hanging out with friends and the podcast and all the creating and the relationship. That's That's really it. So, look, I know that this video probably isn't like, it's not gonna be the super viral video that we all, hope for, but for the real ones, if you're still watching, for the real ones who care about me and want to know an update, a life update, this is for you. So, I hope that you guys know how much I appreciate you guys. As a creator, I am nowhere without all of you, and just know that, like, I'm a really big analytics person, and I see every comment, I see every like, I see every share, and every single time it just blows my mind that you guys support me. So thank you guys so much. You guys have given me a life and a career that I never dreamed of, and that's because of you guys. So thank you. Stick with me. I feel like I'm just getting started, so stick with me. We got a lot of great things coming up, and yeah, go check out the podcast, go check out the More Matty Tingles channel, check out the TikTok, all that good stuff. You know where to find me. That's it, man. I hope that you guys are well out there. I hope that you guys are safe. I know a lot of you guys are graduating or getting into the summer, so I hope that you guys have an amazing summer. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. All right. Until next time, I am Matty Tingles. Good night. 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 If you enjoyed this content and want more, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications. That will tell you every time I put new content up, which is 2 to 3 times a week, which is a lot of content all the time. So do not miss out. There's also hundreds of videos of back catalog to go check out as well. So if you want to support me and never miss a new video, hit that subscribe button